Traditions is a pretty good Rugrats episode. This is the 14th episode of the first season of the reboot, and this is a double feature. It takes up the full half an hour or 20 something minutes, and I wasn't sure what to expect because it focuses on both Hanukkah and Christmas, and also a celebration I'd never heard of called Las Posadas. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, massive credit to the episode for introducing me to that. But what I will say is because it's trying to balance all three holidays, it's not very educational in any great depth about any of them. So, I don't think it's one of those episodes where it would be a good introduction for a young viewer to what those holidays involve. And it's kind of hard to not compare it to the Hanukkah episode from the classic series, but I wonder if that's why they did an episode that kind of focuses on all three, because they know that the viewers are likely to compare it to that one, and I feel like that one was a masterpiece, the one that focused on Hanukkah. So they're basically saying, in my opinion, well, we did it perfectly that time, so let's not try and do it again with the reboot. Let's just do something a bit different. And if that's the case, so be it. It works quite well. But the point there is that it's not necessarily the most educational. But it could be an introduction to a holiday. As I said, it taught me about Las Posadas. I did a little bit of Googling afterwards about it. So I learned something, which was quite a nice surprise. And it's all about, well, Tommy's first holidays. I'm still confused as to how old he is in the reboot. He must be younger than 1 if it's his first holiday. They mentioned in the previous episode that it was his first, I think his first Halloween. So he must be under 1 year old. If anybody can confirm exactly how old he is, please feel free to let me know. And it's all about seeing the holidays through the baby's eyes. And it starts off with them in their little coats going to see Santa Claus, which is really delightful. The snow. The snow is interestingly animated. It doesn't look too realistic, but it's really beautiful. And then when they're back at home, we see them wearing their adorable little outfits. My favourites are Chuckie's, who's wearing a little striped shirt with a reindeer on, and Phil and Lil, who are basically wearing their usual clothes, both red and green, and the ducky is actually a gingerbread person, which I just thought was fabulous. It's absolutely adorable. Visually, it is a beautiful episode. While the babies are exploring these holidays and learning about them partly through Angelica, which is always an interesting decision because she doesn't necessarily give the most accurate information, but I think it was a nice way for the babies to find out about these holidays. While they're busy doing that, the adults are running around trying to get everything ready. Didi is particularly stressed because Hanukkah falls on Christmas Eve on this particular episode, and it's very full on. And obviously, the episode includes pretty much all of the adults, all of the characters, and it's nice to see everybody coming together, celebrating, getting stressed, which is often the case with the holidays, and the babies looking at them with wide eyes and curiosity, and it's good fun, and as I said, a little bit educational. Not the most educational or educational in any depth, because obviously a lot is going on in a short space of time that they can't really go into too much detail about anything. But hey, it taught me something, so I really appreciate that. It's very well done. The narrative's quite good fun, but for me, it's the animation. The colours, the little differences in the way the characters look, and seeing things we don't normally see, like the Christmas tree base and Santa Claus. It's stunning. It's really good fun and something that I thought worked really, really well. And it's certainly an episode that I'd be happy to watch again.